Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? This reading is for you. Okay, I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay, so I want to do a monthly reading for January. See what's coming in January, what to expect in January. We have the new moon on the 11th. Yeah, it's a new moon. It's in Capricorn. So there's some sort of a new start to something. I feel like for a lot of you during this time of year, during Capricorn season, it's difficult. There's been some difficulties that always seem to come up during Capricorn season. You notice this pattern in your life. And there's some difficulties that it's like, okay, you have the new moon now in Capricorn. It's like there's going to be something new is going to happen because of this past things. And for some of you, this is within you. You have a new idea. It's been brewing for a long time, but it's like maybe now there's action that it's going to be, you're going to be pulled to take action to make something here in this 3D reality. There is something being brought to light in the way that you used to handle betrayal, the way you used to handle toxic people or toxic situations, and you're adjusting that because there has been a lot of growth. It's going to have to do with redemption from a Capricorn person or someone that really did some significant betrayal to you that was a Capricorn, or that was just very toxic to you. Not to say that all Capricorn people are toxic in any way. No. Any sign, has toxic traits and has, positive, beautiful traits. So it's just the energy that people are in. But it's been coming out that there's something here you're getting good karma. And you may get an idea, a hint as to what that is on the 11th with this Capricorn full moon. Now you have the 25th. There is a hint of something that's not fulfilling to walk away from it. That's the 7 of Pentacles there. I feel like the walking away already happened, and now there's something happening because of that. There's new opportunities that are being opened up for you. It feels like a very transformative month. The 25th, there is a full moon in Leo. Yeah, your day-to-day life is going to change. This is about something from your heart that you're going to open up, that you're going to share within your heart and soul, that you're going to do and that you're going to be able to share. And it's like going to be it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. And whether this sharing brings a lot of abundance into your life, it's very interesting because it's a wolf moon. Okay, I'm going to say that in a minute. It's very interesting because it's like, this is going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. And even if what you're sharing isn't the result that brings you the abundance, it's like when you have this vibration of this freedom, of this understanding that you have value and honoring the value of you, other areas of your life are going to get better. But for some of you, what it is that you're doing, there's like adjustments to what it is that you're doing, and you're going to share something within you that you haven't shared. And it has to do with your heart. And it has to do with your truth. That you have been hiding from yourself, and now you can't do that anymore. But there's a whole lot that's going to change what your day-to-day life is, what your reality is, because of this change that you have done within you. Okay, now it's like they're showing me the wolves. Okay, so wolves, there's I can't remember it. There's something where wolves go against the sun and they try to eat the sun. Some kind of old fable where the wolves try to devour the sun, try to kill the sun. It's very interesting that The wolf moon is this time of year. This is the time of year when wolves are out. And this is the time of year, when the sun dies and then is reborn in the spring, So there's certain people here. They could be in your close friend group. It could be a separate friend group that you're no longer associated with, or a certain group of people that they're cliquey and you're not in their clique or something. There's things that are going to be brought to light, and people that are betraying you. It's not even betraying you, but people that want your demise in some capacity, that's not going to be able to go unnoticed anymore. That's not going to be hidden anymore. It's going to be revealed. Because the wolves howl at the moon at this time of year. That's why it's called the wolf moon. So then these wolves reveal who they are. They're sharing their location when they do that. So now I know who you are. And now I know you're a wolf. Could be some people in your life that you keep seeing wolves everywhere, and you see it associated with this particular person. And so you're seeing the other side to this person. And wolves have a lot of meaning. They can have a beautiful spiritual meaning as well. But there's something here about people that are secretly against you that is not going to be able to be hidden anymore. They will be shown. Spirit is going to show. It's going to happen around the full moon. But, okay, look at this. You have the Ace of Swords and you have the Page of Wands. So there is something that you're going to share. And it's going to start a whole new adventure. Open all new doors for you. It's going to be very, very different. Let's see here. I'm going to pull cards and then I want to clarify, okay? There is something here about the beginning of January, about a possible person revealing that they have feelings for you. But I feel like they're going to do it in a very minute way. This could have already happened. I'm posting this on the 8th of January. So this is like, okay, there could be a potential situation, but I don't know how it played out. We'll see when it clarifies. But it's like Page of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and then you have this King of Cups here. So this is a little bit of energy of, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is like a little opportunity that you had, but it didn't work. And, with the 9 of Wands here, there could be another attempt for this to work. And I feel like there's reasonings why things didn't work. And the reason why it didn't work is because of emotional instability on your part or on this person's part. There were still things emotionally that you were dealing with. And so it wasn't a good time, it wasn't a right time. And if it's not a right time, it's not a right time. That's it. Divine timing is the thing. Yeah, you have Temperance here. So this is like a healing thing. So it's like now there's something that you're changing. You're knowing something, you realize something, and now you see things in different ways. Now you're a different person than you were before. There is some sort of a revelation that you can't come back from now that you know it. And there's growth that has happened that there's no going back from that growth. You have this 5 of Wands here. It's kind of like there's a lot of different areas that you're settling things now after you have received this kind of growth. You have the 5 of Pentacles here. So it's like, okay, yeah, you have been left out in the cold in the past. You have had situations here where things haven't worked out for you. And now you're like figuring out, how can I change this? Because you don't want this battle anymore and you're not deserving of this battle anymore. You may see a reflection of yourself in a Sagittarius person in your life. It could be a Sagittarius person in your life that's like attaching to your energy. And you see things happen to this person and the way that they handle things in this life, that's like addressing something to you. And it's addressing something to you that you have changed within yourself, that you have realized that you don't want to allow these kinds of people into your life anymore. And it may not even be against the Sagittarius person. They may be doing the very same thing you're doing. Or people treat them the way that people used to treat you. And so it's like giving you this... just giving you this perspective of like getting to like look at yourself from the outside. There could be something that it's like they're holding back and you can see it clear as day because you used to do that. Or that would be an option that you could have had. that you're deciding now, I'm not going to do that. No way. I'm not doing that. But there is a temptation there. It's like in the past, you had someone that came in and they presented themselves like they're a knight in shining armor, but they didn't protect you in any way. And they sold themselves to everybody else that they were doing this. But behind the scenes, they were doing very sneaky things. They were doing very, very manipulative things. And they were using you. And they were using you for as long as they possibly could. And when it became evident that you were not going to allow them to use you anymore, they're gone. And there is a major change in what you're doing with this energy, because this person, there's other people in your life that treated you this way, and there's things that happened to you in childhood that you're realizing it's all connected. It's like puzzle pieces are coming together now, and you're not the same as you used to be. You're not. And you're deciding what you're going to do with this. And what you're doing is you're collecting all of these stones that everyone has thrown at you. It's like, yeah, I could throw them back. Or I could build myself a castle. And it's like, you're building a castle. You really are. Okay, let's see. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. You have the 9 of Pentacles with the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. And then I'll show you what's next. Okay, so there is a stability here that you have. And, you know, you're still holding back a little bit. You're still in your head a little bit. It's like you have made it so far, but you don't see that you've made it very far. You see that you're still not where you're wanting to be. And there is a little bit of being afraid that you're never going to make it any higher than where you're at right now. And that's with financially, that's with relationships. Are you ever going to attract someone that you can actually build a future with? Is this ever going to get to the next stage? If you're already in a relationship, it's like it's going well, but it always goes well in the beginning. So you're like, is the bottom going to drop out, or is this actually safe? You know? But for most of you, I feel like you're single and you have accomplished so much, but you don't, you know, with this 4 of Pentacles and this 8 of Swords, it's like you don't feel that you have. And there's definitely areas where you feel restricted, where you feel like you have to hold back, and you're wondering financially if you're going to be able to make it. Are you going to be able to do this here? And at the same time, it's like extreme appreciation for your life, extreme gratitude for your life, loving your life, focusing your energy on your projects, on what it is that you care about, what it is that you're creating. There's something here that you're creating and you're going to share with the world. And it's very important here, because it's like all this drama that you have been through, everything with these wolves, it all has meaning. And there's a puzzle piece that is now like, it was missing. And so it was like, oh, what? It's like an incomplete. You saw it as like a complete disaster, but it's really just one little piece. And you have the one little piece now. And you're still like, well, so what? But it's like, no, it's a lot bigger than what you're making it out to be. It's a lot. There's a monumental change here, but you don't think that you're there. You don't think that you're there, and you are. You don't think something is going to be so great, and it is. There is an energy of having an opportunity to turn all of this worry, all of this doubt, all of the pain that you have gone through, and turn it into something beautiful. And it's like you're doing that, but you're not giving yourself credit for in the process. And you're a little bit afraid that you're never, it's like trying to reach this higher level, and you get close, and then you're doing good for a while, but then just when you're about to lose it all, a call comes in. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, you've been playing this roller coaster game for quite some time, but it's not going to stay a roller coaster game. Because you have the Empress, you have the Hierophant, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like extreme success is here for you, and you're going to see that this is here for you. You're going to see the evidence in your reality change. End of January. End of January. You know, you're going to see that you're like, I can do this. Oh, this is like going to be good. You know, for a lot of you, this could be a time when you meet someone. You could meet them before, but there is a significant change in the connection the last week of January. You know, this could be a Taurus person. You have the Empress and the Hierophant, both Taurus energy. This is definitely somebody that wants a commitment, that sees the value of you, and they have this same vision, the same dream that you have, the same goals, the same values. And it's like what this person, how this person wants to, what this person wants their life to be an expression of, and what you want your life to be an expression of, match up. And I feel like right now it's kind of like anywhere you go and anyone that you're around, it's just they're not there, and they don't see the value of where you're at. And so you're just kind of keeping things within. And that's been for a reason, because there's things that you needed to realize within yourself and process. And so it's like there is a reason for all of this time. And it's kind of like you're going to see that it's like, okay, all of this time doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. I don't care how old you are, how long, how much you have struggled. You know, you just see the sun rise. You just see, you get a glimpse of this becoming your reality as it's happening. And all of this pain, all of this sorrow, everything that you went through, everything that you overcame, all those people that doubted you, you know, all those times where you were alone, they just melt away. This is a really beautiful month here. And this is something that's going to, you know, this with the 10 of Pentacles is something that's going to build. And that's what's so interesting is, you know, you have the 9 of Pentacles here. So it's like you have these building blocks where it's kind of like feeling this fear of, am I just going to survive? And then seeing that, no, you can thrive. You can thrive. You can do this on your own. And being in your head about, well, can I maintain this? Am I going to be secure here? Are things going to stay this way? And it's like, oh yeah, they're going to stay this way. And they're going to surpass even your wildest dreams. And oh yeah, also, it's not going to be on your own. So, wow. Okay, so I want to clarify here this King of Cups. I want to see what this King of Cups is about here. What is this energy? Really? 50 million cards. Okay. Yeah. You know, you have this Knight of Swords. You always get this Knight of Swords card with this King of Cups here. It's kind of like somebody kind of comes out of nowhere. It's time and somebody doesn't want to miss their opportunity with you. So that's the Knight of Swords, is somebody rushing in. And this is somebody that you could know in your day-to-day life, and you don't even know that they have these feelings where you're like, oh, what? That's kind of this energy. You know, it's like you're waiting for someone to come on in with this 3 of Wands, but then it's like you're just going about your day-to-day life and somebody comes in that feels like a little bit unexpected. Like you may have forgotten about this person. You could have had something with this person a long time ago where you kind of tried and you were like putting yourself out there in a way, but I don't know that they saw it as that. Maybe they feel like they were putting themselves out there in a way and you didn't notice, because I'm really getting this vibe of you not even noticing that this person actually has feelings for you. And this is why they're wanting to come rushing in, because they don't want to miss an opportunity. And I think they're getting this sense, they're understanding that, you know, you don't know that they're interested. So if you don't know that they're interested, you know, you have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like you have a lot of choices here. So it's like this could be a person that, you know, at one time you wanted this with this person, but then it's like nothing happened and you've moved on. And now they want to kind of come out of nowhere here, is what it sounds like. So it's like the choice is up to you about what it is that you want here. You have the Queen of Wands and you have the Queen of Swords. So this is kind of very interesting because, you know, the Empress is all 4 queens. So you have 2 of them here. It's like you have a lot of balance, a lot of power here. And very quickly, you're becoming very well-rounded and leveling up in an area of your life, in a lot of areas of your life. And one of them is like, you're not going to entertain anybody who's not willing to give you everything yet, the Three of Swords. I feel like this person already kind of missed their opportunity, missed their chance, and you're not going to go back to anyone that has broken your heart. That's like very plain and clear to see. You know, it's like you're not going to allow these old patterns to keep repeating themselves. That's not happening anymore. That's done. You know, that's what the Queen of Swords represents, okay? It's like, you know, this may happen, like, I know this is like weird, but it's like the Queen of Swords, you know, she has clouds coming up her cape and then it like stops. So it's like all of a sudden she can see clearly here. And some of you may notice something like that with clouds. Like it's very cloudy and then all of a sudden it's not cloudy anymore. And this is a sign, this is spirit letting you know. You could be watching a movie where something like that occurs, or like the clouds are rolling really fast in the movie, and it's like, okay, this is soon somebody is going to approach you, and it's like maybe before you thought you and this person would be a good match and you tried to make something like this happen and it didn't happen. And so now it's like you have this Three of Swords here. It's like, don't fall for something, because it's like now you can see it clearly. There's like an energy that maybe you can't pinpoint. Like you don't have a reason why this person needs to be a no, but you don't need a reason. It's your life. You can just say no because you feel like it. And that's kind of this Queen of Swords energy here. But also it could be a person coming from your past that did cause heartache. And they caused heartache because they didn't really see who you are. You know, with this Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords, I'm kind of getting this energy of they tried to treat you like you were being cold-hearted when you weren't. You know, and not that the Queen of Swords is always cold-hearted. You know, she gets a bad rap in the tarot, but no. But this is just the energy right now that it's coming from. It's like they tried to accuse you of being cold when you were like the sunniest person in the world. It's like, you know, the very like projecting energy. And I don't like to talk about gaslighting all the time because I feel like people get too hyped up on this. And, you know, when you focus on that all the time, you think about that past person that gaslighted you, well, you're going to attract another person that's going to do the same thing. So it's like, okay, yeah, it happened. That sucks. You didn't deserve it. But guess what? I'm moving forward. I'm not going to think about that anymore. I'm going to think about what it is I do want instead. And that's what you're doing here. And you and this person, they don't really vibe. That's what I kind of feel like. But it's like, it's your decision. The decision is up to you. This could be an Aquarius person. Yeah, if it's like a new person that, you know, you feel a good energy with, then that's a different story. Because some of you are going to meet this person that you're going to have this commitment with. So you don't want to confuse it for someone who's trying to come back in. So it's like, ultimately, you're going to feel it in your gut that something isn't right. So that's what Spirit wants you to focus on. Isn't that so interesting? I have yellow butterfly earrings. It's very difficult to tell, sorry. But they're yellow butterflies. And she has the yellow butterflies in her crown. Just so beautiful, because I watched a movie called Aeronauts a long time ago. Reminds me of the Queen of Swords. Literally believing they want to go in a hot air balloon, and it's just like a time when nobody goes in hot air balloons. So it's like, we don't know if you're going to come back or not. How high can you make it? They're setting records here. Things are happening, you know. So they go up in the hot air balloon and they see this, you know, they're significantly high up. I have no idea how high, but up there in the clouds, you know. And they come across this flock of yellow butterflies. And, you know, it's like up in the clouds, above the clouds, and then you have the yellow butterflies. And they're saying, oh, you know, somebody had made this hypothesis that these butterflies do this, but nobody believed them. You know, this is something that was, everybody thought was impossible, and it's not. You know, it's true. So this is what she represents, this impossibility and seeing something for the first time. That's the energy of the Queen of Swords. You can see something for the first time. So it's not that she doesn't, you know, trust anyone. It's just she wants her reason. She wants her proof. She wants to see the proof. And she will follow her intuition, and she will see the evidence. So she will follow her intuition to look for evidence. If there's not evidence, then okay, it's not for me. I'm not going to tell you it's not true. I'm not going to tell you this or that. I'm going to tell you it's not for me. And when I see the evidence, okay, there you go. So there is something here that is going to be evident to you that hasn't been evident before. Within your soul, within your being, something that you are creating. There's a way that you're adding things that happen to you into it. In a way. And it's going to be really good for you to do that. People never saw you in this light. And it's like you have this, okay, and then you're going to share it. You're going to do it. You're going to take the steps to do something that is going to reveal what other people, they didn't think that was possible for you, or they didn't think you were this way. It's like you've been growing in a way behind the scenes that people had no idea about. This has to do with your life's purpose. Yeah. Okay. I really want to clarify, this Five of Wands, this Five of Pentacles. What the heck is this about? The World and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. There's something that you're taking action on that's done. Yeah, you have the Sun. This is the Five of Wands where I was getting like the wolves. It's like there is something that you used to allow to attack you. And I mean that in a very, I don't know, sense. It's like, people, you used to allow people to attack you in a way, like, used to allow different things spiritually, used to allow things with career or with projects or with the way that you expressed yourself and the way that there was something here that you're taking action to end it. You're taking an action to stand up for yourself. You're taking an action to no longer allow something, because it was like, you didn't really let the truth be out. It's like giving me this energy of like, let's say something happens and you make a suggestion and it ends up, like give somebody a Bayer aspirin and they put it on their tongue and they're having a heart attack and it saves them. But somebody else was there and they say that they did that and that you said something else that was wrong. And you would just leave it. And there is something here about standing up for yourself. You're not leaving it anymore. No, that's not what happened. There's something like that. And it has to do with, obviously that's a very particular example. I don't feel like it's like that. But there's something here that someone's not going to be able to get away with what they used to get away with anymore. They're just not. And you really try to give them every chance to like not put them down, even though they're putting you down. But it's like, it just becomes so evident that like you literally have to, for your own survival, you have to out this person for what it is that they're doing. Okay, so you have the Emperor, you have the Lovers, you got the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person or an Aries person that is making this decision here, okay, to step up. Because you're going from the King of Pentacles to the Emperor. So this is a person who is making this choice, who has done a lot of growing. So this could really be a past person that you have forgotten about. You know them in some capacity. And like when you first met this person, there was chemistry, but nothing happened. And they were at a different place and you were in a whole lot of life happened. And the two of you grew. And like now they're this Emperor and now you're this Empress. And now there is this choice to come together here. And it could start as something very, very small. Not necessarily gonna be very big. It's like maybe you just start talking to this person, or you start hanging out and around this person again, and then there is this shift, and then there is this change where this person is going to become assertive. It's like a little bit back and forth in the beginning, but eventually they're going to come forward. The King of Wands, they they may take some it's kind of like this lion energy. They may take some time to kind of stalk their prey or to circle around, but eventually they're going to make this decision. Also, for some of you, if you have like somebody who is like checking up on you on social media, someone who is trying to find information about you. You might have a person who is obsessed with you, obsessed with your energy. They have been for a long time. You're aware of this. You have thought of this, and this is going to become evident. There is something that's going to be brought to light here. Yeah, you have the High Priestess, so you already know about this. And you're protecting yourself from this person, and you're going to manifest out of this situation here. You're going to manifest out of it with the Magician here, and then you have this Eight of Pentacles. So you're not focusing on that anymore, so it's not going to grow anymore. But this person is trying energetically to connect to you. They may try to go to where you used to work or other people that they have a connection with you. They're like trying to find that out, places that you used to go. So it's like, be mindful of that. If you have an eerie feeling about any person and you don't feel like you're safe around that person, don't go around that person, and definitely, call for help, because it's like, there is something here that it's just like, you know what, you don't feel right about it, and it's going to be known. It's going to be shown to you. Now you're going to know. Look, you have the Tower, and then you have the Seven of Wands. There's a way that you're going to be able to stand up for yourself. It could have to do with the Aries person. I always see the King of Wands as Aries, but it could be Leo too. Most readers see it as Leo. So, there you go. But it's like, there's a way that you're going to stand up for yourself. And you're not going to allow someone to get away with something anymore that is just, invasive and creepy, and you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. So Spirit wants you to know that it's like, if your intuition is going, then, follow your intuition. It's like not anything to be afraid of, but it's just something that I feel like is going to be brought to light, and it needs to be brought to light, because it's like you deserve to enjoy this life and not have to, deal with people that are trying to work against your joy, it feels like. Okay, so let's see this Nine of Pentacles here. What's this Nine of Pentacles about? You have the Five of Cups, and you have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Pentacles. So it's like you're going back and forth between being disappointed and being in alignment. That's really what this is about. There is back and forth between, being successful, feeling grateful for your life, loving everything, and then, being in your head and feeling a mentality of lack. And that's just what it is. This can be you and your higher self, and this is disappointment. And I feel like this is the end of this cycle, because you have this Eight of Pentacles here, and then you have the Eight of Swords. It's like back and forth, and you have this decision. Okay, look at this. This is marking the end. The end. Things might get a little bit more wobbly before this cycle ends. That's all that it is. And all that it is it's like, if you're pushing a swing in one direction, it's really going in that direction, like a tire swing, right? But then if you start to push it a different way, it goes everywhere, and it's even more wobbly, and you keep pushing it in another direction, it's still very, 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 very wobbly. And so you're like, oh, the wobble's getting worse. Great. It's not getting worse. It's getting better. You did a course correction, but at first it's wobbly. And then once it starts to gain momentum, you keep pushing it in another direction anyways, it will kind of slow down, and you're like, oh no, everything is going to be completely gone. Like, what am I going to do? This is horrible. No, you're pushing it in the other direction, and it comes through. And this is what's happening here. So this is why it's like you have this decision to make on, are you going to feed this wolf of despair, of lack, of, unworthiness, of not being loved, right? Are you going to feed that wolf? Are you going to feed this wolf of, I got this, I can do this, I am abundant, I love my life, I am so, so loved, right? How are you going to shift this focus here? And this is like telling me that you're going to do it in this way, because now you have the 9 of Pentacles. So you just, not only do you choose the 8 of Pentacles, but it very quickly becomes the 9 of Pentacles, which is the card that we're clarifying to begin with, right? And then you have the Fool card here. So this is embarking a whole new beginning for you that's going to be very quickly changing, because remember, next we have the 10 of Pentacles. So things are starting to pick up momentum very, very quickly, and you're going to see this evidence in your life. In your 3D reality, there's going to be a balancing that's going to happen. It's going to change things. It's going to change the course of your life here. These decisions, this decision to open up about something that you've been keeping hidden. Something that you have to share, and it's, oh, are you kidding me? You have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So this is significant abundance. This is stability. And this is, your life is going to be changed now. Significant change. Some of you were abused in some way. That's absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry if you connect to that, because you have this 9 of Swords and then you have this King of Swords. So this is like really giving me an energy of realizing what happened to you and saying, healing yourself and how you're going to handle it. Coming into that clarity and doing the work and it working and your life changing as a result. It's kind of like you've been through a lot of really difficult times. Really, really, really difficult times. And you've figured out, you've like finally given yourself the credit that like, hey, I've been through a lot. And you're finally seeing clearly that you didn't deserve for any of those things to happen to you, and how you're going to use this as fuel to build this life that you are worthy of, that you are deserving of. Because all of this time before now, the only reason you never had this was because you didn't believe you were worthy of it because of all the horrible things that have happened to you. And it's basically a perspective change. And it sounds very simple, but it's not simple. It's a very difficult thing to do. And it's something that you should be very, very proud of. And if you don't feel like you're doing that, I feel like you are. You just don't see it. I feel like you're like, this is someone who's very hard on themselves. And this is finally coming to light. And it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And it's absolutely everything that you have been wanting and more. And this is something that you deserve to have this in your life. This is like a victory after a very dark time. Some very dark revelations. Look at this, Judgment. When you have death and then you have Judgment right next to each other, this is some very serious revelations that you're having about your own life. Very serious. This is like heavy stuff that you're healing from, and you're going to be able to have this victory. You're going to be able to have this stability. You're going to close this chapter and move this. The 4 of Wands is a portal card. You're going through this portal into a new chapter of your life here with new beginnings of love and, cause and effect. So you're going to see, like payments being made to you, because it's like stuff that's being owed to you as far as like blessings, as far as, people in your life. You're finally going to get someone who treats you with love and respect the way that you treat other people. Because it's like before you didn't see yourself as worthy of love and respect and of this abundance. It's like because of the things that had happened and you needed to heal those things to be able to get to this place. And this is Spirit saying you did that, and you should be very proud of that and know that you're going to get to this space that you have been reaching for, and that your guides and spirit is helping you along this path, moving in this direction here. Okay, you have air, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This could be Aquarius season. Yeah. It's like a huge transition into Aquarius season is really going to open a lot of doors for you. I feel like you're going to just be able to feel like you can just breathe. And for the first time in your whole life, for some of you. And this is the full moon in Leo. It's during Aquarius season. So there could be an Aquarius person that's coming forward towards you, a Libra or a Gemini as well. Or you may have those in your chart in significant places in your chart here. Truth expression. I'm telling you, there is some kind of truth that you're going to express. There is something that you know now. And it's like very interesting because you had the Queen of Swords and we're ending with the King of Swords. So it's like you have extreme clarity. There is something that you know now that you're going to be able to share. And this is going to help heal you. And it's going to help heal a lot of people. There is something very beautiful about what it is that you're doing at this time of your life. And something that it's like it just needs to be shared here. Like what an interesting, it's like you learning how to stand up for the truth here. And you know, the Ace of Swords represents the truth. It also represents air. So there is something here that you're going to be able to come into balance in your own vibration here. And your life is going to change as a result of this significantly. You're not going to go back to before. You're not, you know, you have renewal and spark. There is something big here that's happening. There's a whole new thing that's starting. A lot of you, this is new love that is coming into your life. And that's something that you deserve. You have guilt and sabotage here. I feel like there is a past person that feels guilty for sabotaging you. That could be that King of Cups energy coming in. But it's like, is this person going to benefit you? You know, they may be sorry and that's great. Maybe these are things that you've been waiting to hear from this person for a long time. But that doesn't mean that they are worthy of being back into your life. And that's the Queen of Swords energy of recognizing. You know, maybe it's like an energy of being with this person. I don't want to say settling because that sounds mean, but maybe settling in a way with this person because there were things that you needed to reveal within yourself. You weren't ready to do that. You know, you weren't ready to stand up for yourself. And that's why this person was able to treat you in the way that they did, you know? So that's very interesting here of realizing what it is that's for you and what's not for you. Yeah, you have memories and nostalgia. It's like, yeah, there were good times, but that doesn't mean that this person is everything that you're wanting. You have commitment, you have family here. So it's like, what is it that you really want? And realizing that you deserve to have that. And this is divine feminine energy. This is like realizing that you can be vulnerable and you can be strong at the same time. That's like a lesson that that person taught you. And whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have divine feminine energies here. So that's something that is coming to light here. And it's like you're reaching for that yellow butterfly, right? And this person, that was one thing. They always shot down how you would reach for that yellow butterfly. You know what I mean? What is it that you just believed within your heart and you cared about it and this was your passion? And it's like nobody would believe you in this, and especially that person. You know, no, if you believe that there's a flock of yellow butterflies flying way up in the sky and you want to go in a hot air balloon to prove your theory, then you should have somebody who supports you and is like, heck yeah, good for you. Go check. You need to see if those yellow butterflies are up there. Like, cool, why not? Who cares if you're wrong? Okay, so you pick a new theory and you investigate more and you learn more and you grow. You want somebody who, you know, they didn't support the nature of what was you. So that's something to keep in mind, right? Yeah, you have prison here. This past person, they were in their own prison and they tried to put you in one as well. And that worked for a time, but that's not working anymore. That's not going to work anymore. And that's something that Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, you have merchant here and then you have messenger. So there is some kind of news that you're going to get here that is going to be able to help you in your career. This could be an idea that is given to you and then you want to create from this, or you want to make adjustments to this. You want to add to this. You want to change some things. And that's a way that is your truth. And this could be another person that is living their truth, or they just say something that, resonates with you, and then you make these kinds of changes here. This could also be something that you hear, an opportunity that you hear of that's going to be very beneficial to you. You have the sweetheart card here too. So it's like there is love that's going to be coming to you, and this is going to be something that you're not going to, there's conversation here too. Somebody, it's like, has their eye on you and they talk to other people about the move that they want to make because they care a lot about this and they want it to go well. So it could come through other people, but it's like you're going to allow, with this divine feminine energy here, it's like you're going to allow someone to come to you. You're not going to be the one that makes everything happen, because it's like you kind of have been doing that your whole life. You're the one that does everything, and it's like you deserve the opposite. It's like the universe is kind of like saying you learned what you needed to learn. You've healed what you needed to heal. You have grown. You've gotten yourself in alignment, and now you're going to allow. And what comes towards you, you're just going to decide, oh, no, this is not worthy of me. Thank you, but no. And this is. Okay, yes. And when you're in your truth, that's what happens. And that's what you're doing. Yeah. What a month. What a freaking month. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of tea leaves here. You have an older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Could be an older woman as well. I don't take it as, they could be a little bit older than you. That's what this is trying to say. Someone that you're interested in could be a little bit older than you. There you go. Doesn't necessarily mean, This could be an advice from an older man as well. Gives you some sort of advice that you feel is right for you. And so you follow it. Or it's like for some of you, there is somebody who does something with their life. And this is kind of something you want to do. And I don't think it's exactly. There's a way that you want to do it a little bit different. And you're going to be inspired by this. And you're going to see opportunities for you to explore this. And that is something that can be happening here as well. You have the sun, happiness and well-being. It's like finally a time of joy. Finally a time of relief. It's like you're going to start to see the sun coming out, and very quickly you're going to see changes in your life that you've been wanting for so very, very, very long. Okay, you have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry. Someone is against you. Yeah, it's like everyone that is against you is going to be brought to light. That's what this is talking about. I feel like you have gone through this time of depression, of worry, of all of this. And now the sun is coming out here. And there is an ending to that. And there is a changing that is happening here. And this is something that you have deserved for a long, long time. You have been really working through this time. And there is a lifestyle change that you have been trying to achieve for quite some time. And look at this. You have the wealth card here. It's like there's really good cards, so it's like I can't stop. You have the wishbone, a wish being granted. Okay. You have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman that is blonde, gray, or white hair. So that could be someone for you as well. You have the ear, good news. I can't even stop, diamond. Oh my gosh. There's something really amazing happening here. It's like with this conversation card, it's like there's people talking about you in a good way. In admiration in a good way, and it's like people say really good things about you even when you're not around. There are people that are against you talking about you, and that's going to be brought to light. But I feel like what's also going to be brought to light is people that you can trust, people that do have good things to say about you. And I feel like there is a person who has their eye on you, and they, this could be a person that you marry, with the Hierophant card, and the Ten of Pentacles twice, and now you have this diamond here. It's like there's somebody coming towards you now that wants a stable commitment. And that's what it is that you're wanting, just a healthy relationship, a person that wants you for the right reasons. And that's what you're attracting at this time. And so Spirit wants you to know that anybody that comes towards you, that they're not offering you that, they're not representing that. You can tell in their energy, and when you're around them, this is not it. Don't settle. Don't settle. You don't deserve to settle. Okay, I didn't even notice how dark it got. Whoa. Sorry. So, okay, Leo, thank you so much. This is what I have for you. I'm so excited for all these beautiful blessings for you in the month of January, okay? If you resonate with the video and you want to like or subscribe, I will greatly appreciate it, okay? Also, I have a book. It's called One Lights, and it's available on Amazon. I'm going to put all the information about it in the description. It's all about manifesting. So if you're interested, that's there for you, okay? Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.